Hello and welcome back to ukulele class. In this lesson of chapter 2, we will learn how to read a chord diagram and how to play your first two chords, which are the C chord and the F add 9 chord. Let's dive right in. Your first chord, C, incorporates one finger on the A string. So we used this string already in this chapter to play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. And now we're going to push down on the 3rd fret. Do you see where that blue dot is? And it also says finger 3, which is 1, 2, 3. This finger that's next to your pinky. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 fingers that we use on the ukulele. You don't use your thumb because your thumb is behind the neck. So just finger number 3, that's your ring finger, and it's going to go on the 3rd fret, just like this. Do you see that? So we're taking our 3rd finger, we're pressing it down on the A string, fret 3. Make sure you're only touching the A string. You're not pressing any other strings. You're only pressing on this 3rd fret of the A string. And then you take your right hand, and instead of plucking one note, like we did for Twinkle Twinkle, you're going to strum all of the strings like this. And congratulations, that's your first chord. A chord is when you're playing a few notes at a time to make a harmony. This chord is called C. It's the same as a C chord on a guitar or a piano or any other instrument that can play chords. If your finger gets tired, you can switch to your pointer finger for now, but ultimately you're going to want to use your ring finger for this chord because that's what makes it easy to switch to some of the different chord formations we're going to make. The C chord should be played with finger 3. Okay, I want to show you what this looks like on a chord diagram because we have a special chart that we use on fretted instruments to show you how to play the chord. So if you've ever played guitar before, this looks very similar to a guitar chord diagram, except it has 4 strings instead of 6. That's the only difference. Now, there's some different pieces here I want you to know. Do you see those little tiny O's at the top? Those are O's that stand for open string. So it means you're going to be strumming that string, but you're not going to press anything down on it. You're just letting the string ring without pressing down. Okay? That thick black line at the top is called the nut. That's this little plastic piece on top of your ukulele. That's how we know that we are dealing with the very top of the fingerboard. So this is the nut, and that means it's the top of your chord diagram. The lines underneath that are the frets going across. So 1, 2, 3. You can see the different frets going side to side this way. The lines going up and down represent the strings. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 strings going up and down side from the left to right. And then when you hold it, it's almost like you're looking at the ukulele this way when you look at the chord diagram. So you've got the nut, the strings, and the frets going across. And then that black dot shows you where to put your finger. That's the finger 3 that we've already talked about. So I'm going to take that finger 3 and put it there. The number 3 on that dot is a reminder to use finger number 3. So that's what that 3 is all about. When we put it all together, we've got this C chord that we just practiced. Now, when you're strumming, you can use your thumb. You can use the fingernails of that hand, your right hand. You can use one side of your finger or one pointer fingernail or multiple fingers. You can even hold a pick and use that to strum if you like. It's not really necessary for ukulele, but some people might like to use a pick. It's really up to you, however you feel comfortable. Okay, so whatever works for your strum is fine, but you just want to make sure you're hitting all of the strings. We need all 4 strings to make this chord. Let's do a practice on our C chord. So you're just going to be holding this finger here, 3rd fret, A string, matching me. It's the string closest to the floor, and I'm pressing nice and firm, and I'm going to strum. Let's just do a steady beat. 1, 2, play with me. C. Okay, that's your C chord. When you're feeling confident in that chord, you can use it to practice the song, Row, Row, Row Your Boat, using just C. Are you ready? Here we go. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Try one more time. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. There's even more words for this song if you haven't heard them. I live where there's a lot of alligators, so you can sing it like this. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. If you see an alligator, don't forget to scream. You can even make up your own words to that song. But that's Row, Row, Row Your Boat, and you only need one chord to play it. Okay, go ahead and shake out your fingers. Give your hand a little break if you haven't yet. That's one song that you can practice before your next chapter. And now we have a second chord if you're ready to learn a second chord. This chord is called F add 9. It's a very specific name because it's a specific type of F chord. And what we're actually going to do in the next chapter is we're going to learn the full F chord, but that chord needs 2 fingers, and today I just wanted to practice 1 finger chords. Okay, so for the F add 9, you'll see you're on the 2nd string from the bottom because that circle with the number 1 on it is not on the line closest to the edge. It's on the next one over. So you're going to go 1, 2 to this string, okay? Press right here where my finger is. See how my finger's in the 1st fret? And I'm going to hold it right here. I'm not going over the fret. I'm right here behind the middle bar. I'm pressing firmly, and I'm making sure my finger is only touching that E string, no other strings. That's what the chord sounds like. Can you try it? That's your F add 9 chord. Let's try some F add 9 practice where you're keeping that chord and we're just going to strum it a bunch of times together. 1, 2, ready, play. Okay, when you're ready to go on, the final song for this chapter is London Bridge using 2 chords. The F add 9 chord, I just wrote F for short, and the C chord. So we're switching back and forth between this one and this one. That's tricky to do. If you want to wait and do it later, you don't have to do it all at once. You can go back to this and practice it another day. But here's your F chord. When you see that letter on top of those lyrics, those words of the song, that's when you're playing the chord. So you see you start on F for London, and then you switch to C, back to F, C, F again. Let's try it. Ready? 1, 2, ready, play with me. London Bridge is falling down. Take a minute to switch to C. That's your 3rd finger, 3rd fret. Here we go. Falling down, back to F. Falling down, London Bridge is falling down. Back to C. My fair, and the F again. Lady. Try it again. London Bridge is falling down. C. Falling down, F. Falling down, London Bridge is falling down. C. My fair, F. Lady. Okay, that's tricky to do. Those are 2 chords that are kind of tricky to switch between. Once you get those down and add maybe 1 or 2 other chords though, you can play a lot of different songs, which is exciting. Well done, and congratulations on completing chapter 2. Happy practicing. Please let me know if there's anything you'd like more help with or if you have any questions, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Congratulations!